This is another installment of Petrides EVH Pearls. Here I want to demonstrate how to handle bleeding, which people ask me all the time, can you post a difficult case? Well, this was somewhat of a difficult case, but I was able to manage it pretty quickly. Here I'm taking a branch early as I'm just starting the case. I think I have a seal, but as I Pac-Man it, I realize I don't. And I made the mistake here of moving forward on that branch. I should have sealed it first before I moved forward. So I seal it and cut it, and the branch itself looks fine. That has a nice seal, but the wall of the tunnel where the branch was is bleeding. You never know if it's a little arterial that was attached to the branch or it's the actual branch. So I'm going to spot cauterize this area. I have a general idea where it is. And then I'm just going to continue the case. I hug the vein and start my posterior dissection. I know I'm going to be able to come back to this and get the tunnel dry. I'm not worried about it. So I'm going to do a little dissection on the left side posterior, then a little bit of dissection on the right side posterior, which is the way I normally start. When you have bleeding, you just hug the vein. It really doesn't change things that much. So I have this small branch here that I'm going to tease open a little window. Go ahead and take this branch. It's a small branch, skinny branch. I'm going to Pac-Man and cauterize and cut right where my cautery was. And there I can see the bleeding now a little bit better. There's that area right around 9 o'clock. So I'm going to go ahead and lay the cautery in there. And I'm still not worried because I know if I just hug the vein and continue to do the case, continue to do the posterior dissection, as the tunnel opens up, my conical tip clears off, I'm going to be able to take a look at this area a little better and make sure it's dry. So I open up the tunnel a little bit, I come back, and there's some bleeding up top there. There must be like a couple little arterioles in here that bled, which happens during dissection, and you just spot cauterize them. So I spot cauterize them, and I continue to do my dissection. This opens the tunnel, clears off my cone, and now I have a great picture. Okay, and even 2 minutes ago, I was concerned because I had a bleeding branch. I knew I would be fine. So I do a little more dissection. I'm taking care of some minor bleeding from the dissection in the bottom of the tunnel, and then advancing. This clears off my conical tip. I take a look. That whole area now is dry, and I no longer have an issue with bleeding, and I can continue to finish this case.